and 6 people were creating this puzzle. Actually, I did even spoke to our programmers, and we changed something. The results of running the simulation in the workshop gave us some ideas of what we were lacking. Here are the results. Here are the results of this exercise that we did on Monday. You see that there were 6 people solving the puzzle. You can see that they work with a different speed.
Oh, I was saying that there's people we knew that were in there.
There are people.
That we work with. We're talking about your class.
Oh, okay. Well, that might not be a very good idea, but.
Oh no! Come on, let's just.
That's why it would be better if you guys had laptops and we could do it here together.
I'm there now. I'm with you.
You're there.
In second line.
Maybe we'll solve the.
No, because it's going to be terrible. We failed this one, and it's going to shatter my whole soul.
Yeah, I realize self-esteem is such a tough
Very
thing.
good, very well.
You know, I have a 21-year-old and a 10-year-old. But I should probably have the avatar's names. I'm really glad that these are not real names, so we can pretend we don't know these people. Let's look, for example, at the participation quota. This is normalized data, normalized to the number of participants and the number of cubes. There are 6 participants, there are 9 cubes, so on average, to pull your weight, you should, on average, complete 1.5 cubes. This gentleman or lady shows 67%, which means completed 1 cube, 67%, 1 cube. This person shows 133, that means completed 2 cubes, 2 cubes, 2 cubes, 0 cubes. When I show this, the person who completed 0 cubes said, well, it's not true, your statistic doesn't work, your method doesn't work. I worked on 3 cubes, which makes, you know, when 20 people in the room and you make a mistake like this, it's made me very uncomfortable. So what we did after we had this problem, we allowed, we pulled the raw data from the database. And you see that this person who thought that she completed 3 cubes, she touched 3 cubes. She worked with 3 cubes. She did not complete any. So objective data in real life, for example, let's say we have this puzzle here, 9 cubes, and I will set it on this table, and I will ask, and I will want to see how well you guys work as a team. There are 1, 2, 3. Actually, there are 6 of you here. So I will invite you to this table and ask you to make this puzzle, but it's impossible unless I tape you very carefully and then spend a couple hours reviewing the tape. I won't be able to tell who completed how many cubes, who missed how many cubes, who started, whose work was characterized by starting making cubes and not completing them. Here, one of the benefits of the Second Life, some people ask why? Why bother? Why can't you do it in real life? In real life, it's almost impossible to do metrics. It's almost impossible to find out who did work well, how well, what part of the work, etc. If the person said, I completed 3 cubes, you have no way of going back to the database and find out is it correct or not. Okay? And one other thing that I'm actually very happy that the situation happened is one other thing that we did is that we went back and we thought about it. It's probably not final. We'll probably be working on and change, but we worked on a scale that allows us to assign number, let's say from 1 to 6 to any team. And we try to measure different parameters of how well team worked. So that on different levels you can receive the table of the data. If you want, you can go back and receive the raw data from the database to see exactly who did what, when, how well. Or on a general level, you can say that on the scale from 1 to 6, the team score is 3. The performance of the team is below average. The members of the team are not well adjusted to each other, which is not surprising. The guys were working first time together, which causes the work to be performed slowly. But the good thing is that members of the group do not interfere with each other's work, which gives this group a chance for success if they work together for a longer time. So if we go a little bit back and look at these data, one of, from my perspective, and you may disagree with it, but from my perspective, one of the most important columns here is this, the zero, where everybody has zeros. This is disturbance. This shows you if somebody jumped into the cube that was already in the right position and spinned it in the incorrect position. This event will be written into this table. I think this is one of the most important things because, as you well know, in real life, on many teams, and practically I would say all unsuccessful teams, do have people whose only teamwork or team role is to mess everybody else. Okay, you can see these people right here. One other thing I wanted to mention is that you might agree or you might disagree with our interpretation of the data. But what you cannot refute, what you cannot disagree is the raw data. So if you have problem with my interpretation, that's fine. Second Life allows you to keep the raw data, and if you think that you have better interpretation of it, you can build your own analysis and reinterpret the data. It's there. It's not just words.